Happy Saturday. What is up? Happy Saturday, everybody. We are doing new era development today. We're going to be working on a number of things, but primarily things related to our EMS job. So I'm pulling up the card now so I know all the things I need to remember to do. But effectively, there's quite a few things. So I think what I'm going to start off by doing is figure out a way how to effectively build the third eye system for interacting with users with one of these items. We'll start there. And for that, we'll have to go to... Hi, Nessa. Good morning. Oh, good morning. Why does this keep getting like turned down to half? I'm so confused. Okay. So I think we'll start with, the third eye stuff because we need that. Like the way that, so here's basically how these EMS items are going to work. So you're going to have an item, let's say a needle, because you're going to do a blood draw of a user. So you can do a blood draw for a number of things. You could be doing a blood draw because you want to take a blood sample. You could do a DNA, do a drug test, whatever. Or because you're actually going to set up a blood bag. Anyway, by the way, then you're going to use the item. So think of it like getting it ready and like putting it in your hand. So you'll like use it like you're eating a sandwich. Then you'll third eye the person you want to use it on. That's kind of how I'm envisioning a lot of these EMS items to work. Oh my god. I can't believe I like forgot what freaking. That's embarrassing. Yeah. This is not the one we want to do. We are looking for NERP third eye somewhere in here. There it is. These are always... So we need a function in here. So this, and we're going to put this at like probably the top of the third eye with this, which is going to be up here. Yeah, add target player. I'm actually really excited to see EMS shit. Yeah, me too. It should be good. Because we rewrote all the health systems, Nessa, this should be like pretty straightforward. We might do EMS. Hell yeah. I think it'll be fucking cool. One thing that I think we need to still figure out. So do you want like a separate way to draw blood? Like should I be using a needle and vial? Like should a needle and vial be an item to do just like DNA tests? Or do you want a whole blood bag? And then you can just bring the blood bag to like the DNA analyzer. And it won't like destroy the blood bag. Like it'll just take the data from it and go. Like should we do that? So merging the concepts. Yeah. So we can do both, like if we just want to. But the reason, like what I'm thinking of is if we I mean, okay, so I guess the alternative, okay, so hang on. So the ability to draw blood from players, resulting in 1 vial of blood being added to their inventories. Players would use a syringe and an empty vial. So in that case, would the syringe be consumed? Would they need a new syringe? Like, would we just destroy it? Or would they be able to keep using the same syringe? Because I think you guys are using vials and other things. So, like, I'm fine adding a vial. I guess what I'm trying to figure out is... So we would destroy the syringe. Okay. So then really all they're doing... So I guess that the way that, like, we're talking about making this work would be that you would... So if I'm going to draw your blood into a vial versus a blood bag, the way that we've talked about, like, making the system work from, like, a player perspective is that you would use the item that you want to use on the player. The problem is that I think from a player's brain, the item that they would want to use would be a syringe. Like, I'm going to draw blood, not a blood bag or a vial. So, what I'm thinking is that we instead have, like, a syringe and vial item and a blood bag and needle item. If we do that, then it's 1 item in their inventory versus 2. And it'll probably be simpler from, like, a user interaction standpoint. The other option, actually... Okay, so here's the other option, Nessa. What we could do is we could have it so when a player third eyes and uses a syringe, we could show a menu that pops up afterwards that says something along the lines of use blood bag, put blood in blood bag, put blood in vial. And then we do an item check at that point. And it would look kind of like the when you go to take a vehicle out at, like, the bus yard or something. I think that might be kind of cool. Oh, I see. I should have kept reading. So the blood bag does not contain any details about who the blood came from. Just the type. So... Sorry, I should have wrote the card further. Okay, so let's read through this. Ability to draw blood from players resulting in 1 vial of blood being added to their inventory. Players will use a syringe and an empty vial. Blood should be personal and unique to each character in Los Santos. If possible, each player receives a random blood type, which they already do. Vials can be run through the lab for drug testing or be crafted into blood bags and stored in the fridge, or stored in the fridge as bags of blood to be used on players during surgery or other emergency cases. Bags of blood will also be identified by the blood type. You want to jump in Discord really quick? Are you still at home? Or have you gone to work? Maybe we do that really quick. Because, like, even if I go one direction, just switching it around later isn't a big deal for this stuff. We're just trying to figure out, like, what the easier path is for players to, like, actually use these items. You know what I mean? I don't want to make it super complicated where they're going to have, like, 10 things in their inventory just to draw blood. And, like, that's not how it's written out. It's, I mean, it's 2 things.
Hi, Chuck. Oh my
Hey.
gosh.
Hi.
I had to pause the stream.
No, you're good. So, and if it's easier, I can share my screen in Discord too, so that way you can see it without a delay.
Yeah, that might be like a little bit more helpful. The delay is killing me. I was like,
Yeah,
I was
you're good.
about to message you and be like, listen, Chuck,
No, you're good. Okay.
we're gonna get in chat together so I can like.
You're good. So, I think what I'm struggling with is, so it makes sense now that, like, you're not drawing directly to a bag. So if we don't want to be able to do just like a straight blood donation.
Right. No.
But-
I would say that they would go into vials at that point.
But I know that we've talked about, like, we've role played, like, as a server before, the idea that you would do a blood drive. So,
Yeah, and they still can, I guess, with this concept, sort of.
yeah, but then they're having to do like 2 items. So are you okay if I add a blood bag as well that skips the vial step and it just takes their blood?
So I guess to like go into the cart a little bit, like the blood bag, as long as like, because like the blood bag is going to be used as well. Basically, that was kind of the idea.
Right.
That these items are like
100%. Like, that's the point of the blood drive, is instead of you having to draw blood 4 times to make 1 bag of blood, you'd be able to do 1 longer blood draw and fill a bag. Right? So you wouldn't do any testing on it, I guess. We could say you can't take a blood bag and like do any testing on it. But it would have the blood properties, blood type, and you could still use it just like if you were to combine 4 vials of the same blood. Sound nudie? Like,
Yeah, I think that's
because, like, I'll be honest, I think it will be actually more challenging if we go the route of, like, here's what's going to happen. If we go the route of being able to combine blood vials, those blood vials are going to, thanks Snoot, thanks Phantom, we're going to have to create a separate blood vial item for every single blood type.
gotcha. Okay.
Whereas, which we have to do anyway for blood bags. But it means that we'll have, I don't know how many blood types we have. Hang on, blood types. There's 16 blood types. Oh no, there's more than
wow.
that. There's
Jesus.
positive and negative.
What the fuck? I actually was like, I was expecting like a handful of blood types. Fucking GTA's like, nah, y'all got your own DNA. What the fuck's up?
Yeah, so like here's the blood type chart. So
Cute.
there's A positive, O positive, B positive, AB positive, A negative, O negative, B negative, AB negative.
I'm living.
But
That's
there's
gonna make this
also
so great though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, there's only 8 here. Oh, because I think the other chart I was looking at this chart originally. I don't think this chart father's blood type, mother's blood type. This doesn't include positive. But like this can tell you that and like basically we can make multiple blood types like function. Like O negative and O negative can go to everyone apparently. Which is crazy.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, those are universal blood types. That's
Right.
like how it is in real life, and that's why that blood is like so sought after. And that's, I guess, it's
Guys,
like rare for people to have an O negative.
I'm
blood
gay.
type.
I can't give blood. Okay, it's illegal. I literally cannot give blood. So I have no idea. So I'm learning. But
You're fine. Like,
but
I actually didn't think about that.
AB plus doesn't matter what can go in them. AB plus. It's just got it. AB plus can receive everyone. Okay, so they the hoe. You're vampire proof, I guess. And AB negative can do everything except AB positive. Oh, and they also can't receive. Oh, yeah, they can't do any positive blood. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna paste this in app. Are you thinking about adding blood types? Phantom, what if I were to tell you that they already exist? You already have a blood type.
Yeah,
just don't
it's
use it
really
yet.
cool. We're playing with those concepts now, and it's really exciting. We don't have to do it. They already did the work for us. Thank God. Well, at least part of the work.
I don't know. We'll have to go look at the code to see are they using
yeah, like
all.
how in depth. Yeah.
And we may choose to regenerate it for existing players.
And I think even if we don't use like all the blood types, we could even operate with like a handful of them. You know, we really could. Like, cause it's easy enough to just pick and choose what we need to use. Like if the logic doesn't exist for like all of them.
They're all in there. A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus, B, A, B plus, A, B minus, O positive, O negative.
Interesting. Okay.
So they're all there. Although my dumb face is blocking.
I actually wrote this card like forever ago, so I'm reading back through what I was thinking at that point in time, which is always really fun. We love that. Wow, look at how cute I was. This looks like shit. What the fuck?
Hey, your card creation
has definitely gotten better.
Yeah.
At least a little
lot
bit.
A lot more in depth now.
So and it's just really well, like I didn't put as many like pictures really. I could have done a lot more. This was like my learning card, honestly, like learning how to like do my own items too, because I was trying to help you by adding like what the syringe would look like, but this was like my very first attempt at that. so sorry in advance.
I mean, it's cute.
But yeah, it's real cute. It's adorable. So I think the idea, as long as we get the concept of like, that's what I was trying to, I guess, like do with this. Like, honestly, this was just like a brain bleed one day. I literally just like, once you told me there were blood types like already in the logic, then I just kind of ran with that concept and just shit this out. And it's just really, the bags of blood are so that they can like actually use them on players. Like they'll actually have a use inside the city, and they'll be used to like sustain them. Like if they actually, I was thinking of Mage, to be honest, whenever I was thinking about this system, because he loved to go take characters to surgery, and I would love for him to actually have some items that he could use during surgery to like sustain their life, you know, constantly, you know, that same with the IV bag. You know, I thought about Emily whenever she always would pass out food and water. And I think that's going to even be more of a reality with like the way that we're reworking the food system, is people are actually going to have to monitor like what they're eating and drinking and what they're doing in the city. Their environment's going to impact them a little bit more. And so like that, the EMS will come into use when they have the IV bags. Same principle. They'll, you know, it'll feed and water them while they're sitting there with them. So as long as we get that same, like, I guess that idea out, I don't care if it's, you know, 4 vials. I think the reason I'm thinking back now, the reason I said, you know, vials create blood bags is because I wanted them to have something to do with those vials to get rid of them, because there's going to be a lot of them. So eating those vials up to make a bag of blood that they could actually use on a player is a little bit more like economical. You're not having so many empty uses. So I tried to basically use everything up, if that makes sense.
One of the other things we can do is we can just have like a destroy. It's like the blood vials just used for a drug test. A drug test, test your blood type. Like maybe you'll have to take their blood first.
Yeah.
So this will be how you analyze their blood type. Because they're gonna do it in the lab, right? Here.
Yeah, so preferably, yeah. So I actually have 2 concepts for the lab. The one is the morphine shots, and then the other is this blood system, like the database system. And I would love for it to be able, for them to be able to tell like what you've recently ingested. So whether it be, you're cracked out or you're drunk, you're super drunk, like the EMS will be able to tell by you running your blood, saying, hey, okay, this person has like an alcohol content of whatever, however we end up like perceiving that information to them. Yeah. And then that'll give the EMS the information they need to know to what system they'll use, the stomach pump or whatever the case is for whatever ailment they have. And then the rest of it is really just filler stuff. Like with the, new pharmacy and stuff, like all the pain pills and medications and stuff that we're adding in, those are really just fillers for players to be able to have something to role play with. Like they could actually write a prescription, or they could actually send them to the drugstore and go get something specific or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then desired features down there, that might help you too, like understand, I guess, a little bit more. The insurance, I know you were talking about that. I know we put this on there, and the insurance is if in light of us having someone that is interested in taking over the EMS department, which currently we don't. So, and EMS obviously in 2.0 suffered greatly. Like they just didn't have anybody that was invested in them, but they were also like impending this utility update that we just couldn't get to because so much went in behind it. There was so many other things that play a factor into EMS coming to life. So it can kind of sit on the side. It's kind of like a side thing. We obviously want insurance to be available as quickly as possible, but I don't think it's necessarily a full requirement for this card in particular. We might still want to see it for like 2.5's launch, but I think for the time being, you could focus on the rest of the system first. And I'll shut the fuck up now. Like at any point, just say shut up.
No, you're fine. Sorry, I'm trying to like set this up so I have my items. So we'll have the IV saline drip, which is, so I'm calling it a saline drip instead of just an IV bag.
Totally fine with that, whatever you'd like to call it.
Because you mentioned with morphine, like morphine should, like, what are your thoughts about putting morphine in an IV drip bag?
I'm actually not against it. Let me look
looking
here.
for a prop.
I think, yeah, we might have to create our own, like, at least our own inventory item. I don't know if we'll actually be able to get a prop. Well,
we might be able to fake it with this. Like, I wonder if we can trigger this to show it while you're doing something. Know what I mean? Like, like if we were to trigger our show item thing.
Yeah, makes sense.
There's got to be a fucking IV bag somewhere in this damn... Like, how is there all of these hospital props and not a single IV bag? They have crutches, for God's sake. They have a toilet walker.
Maybe in the surgery rooms?
I was in there. I didn't...
Oh, you already looked, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't like fucking hard focused on.
You're good. Yeah, I didn't see him in there, and then I didn't see it in this room either. Oh God. Prop lives bottle. Oh, this is interesting. Did you see this?
Oh, this is cute. This is really cute. I like that. It's so cute. I mean, it'll work, you know?
Yeah,
no shame in our prop
I
game.
really like it. Oh God.
Yeah, it's kind of hard on it. I mean, what more can you need? It's literally a jar of life. Drinking your potions, you know?
I wonder if we treat this like a bag of blood. You know?
I guess, yeah.
Because it's got a little heart on it. I mean, it doesn't look like a bag of blood.
True.
Oh no, where am I? Oh, God. Okay. Do you guys prefer like this stream without my camera, or do you want to see my beautiful face? My beautiful, fresh haircut face.
Of course they want to see your face, Chuck. I mean, it's gorgeous.
But it blocks code. I don't know. Like, let me know if you want to see the code that I'm actually working on, or if it's fine that I'm blocking it. The one thing I could do is actually do this, because then I'll see. And I cannot shrink OBS anymore. This new update of OBS like limits my ability to like make the window smaller. Like it's taking up 2/3 of my, or 3/4 actually, of my upper monitor. And I got rid of these screens that were here. So I used to have like 2 big vertical displays. They're gone now. Well, they're behind me. See them actually. You can see like a little corner of them down there. Gotta figure out what to do with them.
Fucking, I see Phantom in the chat. We're gonna have player requesting their own blood types. They're gonna be like, we're gonna need a specific blood type.
I'm gonna need a C blood type for Cannonball. A Cannonball specific blood. Good. But just for you, Phantom, I would do that. Just so
yeah,
you know.
it's like hypothetically, I guess we could do that.
Just for you.
Don't get any ideas.
And like it could be like O positive or O negative, whatever the universal is. I already forgot. It's O negative, right? Yeah. Yeah. We don't have to use this prop for anything.
No, just keep it in mind as we like look for stuff.
Yeah, I'm adding it just to the card notes.
Yeah, like in reality, we're working with limited supplies. Some sort of a clear bag, just like a trash bag.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I thought, how funny would it be? This kind of looks... I mean, it's a clear bottle, but like it kind of looks like an IV bag.
It kind of does.
Just a little
so
bit.
Weird.
We'll see what it looks like in game. I'll spawn it. We can use a meth bag.
Perfect. This is
a 24/7 market bag. Oh my god. Okay, we'll keep looking. The thing too is some of these props, like you'll see the bounding box on them, like it doesn't line up with the prop itself. So it means you gotta fuck around with getting it in the hand correctly. So when we go to actually make these usable, I'm probably gonna have to like dick around with like making them actual things. Oh my fucking god, Nessa.
Yeah, I've seen this actually. I don't know what. Do you think that stuff would work for us? It comes with like a. That actually,
defibrillator.
Yeah, I guess it would. Yeah, a defibrillator.
It looks like it's just these 4 props though.
It is, yeah. It's very limited on what they offer. I did look at that. I was keeping it to see if it would be like of use for us, and right now I couldn't really find anything that we might use it for. I mean, we could obviously add that prop to like our revive situation, like where, you know, EMS would pop out a fucking defibrillator or something. Ooh, did you find more props?
Yeah, I don't know why they don't have
Just like I need information,
like
please. Thank
no
you. Yeah, I had a really tough time locating any sort of props, even to pay for. I was like, I'm ready to buy some.
Right, like the burger shop props we paid for.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we bought those. Okay, let me look at these props in OpenIV really quick. Let's see what they look like. I'll download these two.
I wouldn't mind them having the bag. Like, I think that would be fucking cute.
Right, like, because that could be part of the uniform almost. Like, well,
yeah.
I don't think that would go in EUP.
Trunk or something.
We'll have to see. These might actually be like EUP items. I don't know. Prop. Oh wait, no, here they are. This is a list of the available props. It's short. Med bag 1, bomb, case, handbag, health pack, monitor, purse, rub bin bag, like a rubbish bin bag, suitcase 1 and 2.
Interesting. Okay.
There's a garbage truck mod that apparently like will conflict. Ops. Extract there. Shit. What was the other one?
I'm just here for moral support. I'm basically useless. I'm sorry.
Here it is. What do I call it? Meta props. I'm dumb. Okay. Open IV. Open folder. Desktop med props. So that's the shopping bag. That's
Cute.
bag. That's bin bag. Here's a
Oh my god.
fucking wheelchair called a bin bag.
What the fuck?
So this is this folded up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's interesting.
The names are weird as shit. But I guess they said we could rename them, which we probably will, because I'm not going to remember that Prop ID Bin Bag 04 is a folded up fucking chair. Oh, this is another one. Okay. Okay. Oh, this texture's like really bad. This looks like it came from another game. Like it just is like super low, like visual quality on the texture. Like, look at that. Wow. These are the free ones, so we'll probably ignore this. Well, I mean, I guess they're all free, but this was from GT5 mods. Holy fucking A, look at all of these.
Yay! That's what I like to see. We're thriving.
Okay, we already have the ape crate.
Okay. Aggressive. I like it.
Okay. Animal crates. Okay, so you got a little med tray. I think that's already in. So I'm guessing they stole a lot of these from Gabs. I wonder if that's how they got a lot of these props. Because they look like they're coming from... Oh, whoa.
Is it like a wash table or something? Or like, oh, it's a surgery table, I think. Or like a cadaver table.
Yeah, this is a cadaver table.
Yeah.
Right.
Took a second for my brain to like catch up.
That's gotta be what that is. I don't know what this tube is, but yeah. So I turned the points off so it's easier to see what we're looking at. We won't... If I keep the points on, we see all these dots at the geometry. I don't think we really need that. It's kind of cool. Like, we could make something like this be where you dispose of, like... Well, it's a bag, so maybe not needles, but... Hey, like, whatever. A ceiling fan? A centrifuge? Is this already in the city? Like, do we already have this in this room over here? Yeah, okay. See, so that's... I think that some of these are just extracted from Gabs. Whoa, look at all the pill bottles. Oh shit, I wonder if we're gonna get those. Yeah, see, this is like all this stuff from this room. Oh, here's the autopsy table, actually. A ceiling monitor. Are those needles?
Those are 100% needles.
So this could be our needle disposal.
Yeah, that's
Just an
really
open
cute.
bin. Needles and swabs. Danger, toxic hazard. We could use this for like stomach pumping stuff.
I like that actually, because there is like we need like if there's like a bundle of chemicals together. Well, I mean we don't necessarily need a prop for it. Maybe we do, but client files.
This needs an image. I wish that we could figure out how to do the like the hose thing, like what we've got with car fueling.
Yes, I was literally talking about that too with another thing that I won't really mention too much about, but we were talking about using that.
Mm-hmm.
That same concept for the gas station.
But that is in a DLL. It's not actually like a script that we get to see. They wrote it, I think Eric said in C# was his guess.
Oh, I was like, what? Is that toilet paper?
Oh yeah, just some paper towels. But damn, there's a lot in here. But yeah, this has to be everything from...
Cute.
So this could be where they... I mean, these are already in... This has to come from Gabs. Because there's elements of like the building in here too. This has to be coming from Gabs, right? Oh, look, the crutch. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So we might be able to do crutches. I don't know how we'd get it in the player's hand, but... These are the curtains. With no curtains. So maybe we go through here.
Make the scale work.
We might be able to actually just do 3D text in front of it.
Just make players weigh themselves. That would be so toxic. It would actually be kind of cute though.
I mean, we know how much they eat. We know what types of food they eat, and we also know how much they run. Yeah. We very well could like measure their fitness.
I'm gonna keep that in mind.
It might be kind of a fun thing to add.
Yeah, like a little later, like little teaser thing. You know, just something like small. I think you know, anything like that's what I was trying to think of, like a legit like doctor process experience. Like that's what I was like running through my head.
Fun? Yeah, exactly, Phantom. Wouldn't that be fun? You get stressed out going to the doctor in real life and in New Era. Let's play with everyone's anxieties. What?
Let's ruin players' experience.
Exactly. Let's make them feel terrible about themselves everywhere. You might look like you have abs, but it turns out you are 7,000 pounds. You are 3.5 tons. We're so sorry, but no more heart stoppers for you. So, no IV bags. We have ape crates, though. Okay, so that's fine. We've got those. Let's see what was a bottle, right, that we were looking at that kind of looked like it might be okay. Because what I might be able to do is...
Or like glass bottle or whatever it was.
Yeah, I might be able to like flip it upside down so it looks more like that's the bottom of the IV drip rather than a glass bottle. So let's see. Oh.
Phantom.
That is...
Stoppers should just have a 3% chance to kill you. What is that?
This is the bottle. That definitely cannot pass for an IV bag.
It looks... I'm trying to decide like what that texture is. It's so weird. It's like a metal or something.
It's supposed to be it's in a bag, like hidden.
Oh, okay. I actually
like you're hiding the liquor bottle. But it looks nothing like this picture. Like I feel fucking lied to. They don't look anything like each other. This is just like a vanilla... I mean, did they just turn their fucking textures off? Like, what? Could stoppers have a 3% chance to kill you? We could do that. Could we do that?
No, Phantom. I don't want any more tickets about people dying.
I died unexpectedly while eating a heart stopper. I don't understand.
Literally every player that would do that.
Yeah.
Although it is tempting.
Well, I mean, Phantom's support. I mean, he'd have to answer the ticket himself, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. If we do that, Phantom, you're designated to handle every single one of those tickets. Just all of them.
Yeah, and the hard part was some of these like props, like this bag, like this one, is that like if I run over it fast enough, it might explode.
Amazing.
Actually, it's hard to tell because the script may have fixed it, because none of them are knocking over. So I think they're all no clipped, but that bag does not look like an IV bag at all.
And maybe we put up that machine, that vitals machine, you know? I wouldn't hate to see that. Like, you know, and they sit it on the ground beside them or something.
Oh, hi, Olive. Looked over and saw her up. Olive, you're showing your butt to the camera, girl. Hey, turn around. No booty. You gotta pay for that. Yeah, have standards.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see this on stream. Oh my god, look at your kitty.
Olive? This is Olive. My toothless wonder.
Hi, Olive.
Elio, do you want to come up here too? Do you want to come say hi? He's kind of sleeping in his little house. U.S. healthcare, you'll need a credit card machine too. Oh, there's something planned for that. Don't you worry.
Yeah, don't you worry. We're gonna shaft everyone.
right now, it's like you're a Canadian. It's free. Old hard insurance. Damn right. Damn right. And without it, you're gonna be fucked.
Wow.
I fucking love it. I'm excited. Wait, did we add laxatives already or no? Like, is that in the drugstore?
I don't actually think that ever got added, Chuck.
Shit.
We should add that.
Yeah. Well, it's on this card. So because like antacids were added, and those are in the drugstores now. No, Phantom. The thing is, the laxatives. That's the point, right? I'm reading the description of the laxative. Makes players shit. That is the whole like description of how we're gonna make laxatives work in the city. It'll probably dehydrate you as well. Nessa, after you went to bed last night, I was talking to Emily. So with drug effects,
I love her.
You miss her or you love her?
I love her and I miss her.
She's all right. Just kidding. She's awesome, of course. But what we were talking about was, what if, or like with drug effects, with like the different starred items, instead of it, like all that the star item does is it changes the benefits. So like for example, like sprint or whatever, like you might be able to go longer or less time or whatever. But the amount of time that the effect, like before we tick down, like from like a use of a drug, that is always constant. Because that's going to be a lot worse to configure and like build out. Because then we'd have to start tracking the order of which they take the drugs. Whereas now it doesn't really matter what order. Like if they take a 3-star, then a 1-star, and then a 2-star, we'd have to remember that because it changes the rate at which like things start to tick down at. So I asked that we just do like the beneficial and negative effects, have those be what we're changing.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Wow, it took me a really long time to catch on. I got it. Yeah. That makes total sense.
Also, sorry, I'm eating chips and salsa.
It's fine. It's like your noise suppression must be the fucking best that ever exists because I don't hear anything. I was gonna write a comment on your stream and be like ASMR Chuck eating, but then like I couldn't hear anything. I was like, damn it.
Oh, it's like, this is wall mounted.
Fuck. I was like, that's almost perfect.
I know, and then I saw the little hinge.
Yeah, it's like a metal box.
What the fuck? It's like fucking spawn a whole placement med. How big is this?
It's probably tiny. It's gotta be tiny.
Because this could be like what we use for pills. Nope, not for pills. Okay. Fucking A, why is it so big? The fuck is this? It's enormous. Oh, I guess his cursor, like, the cursor, like, like it.
Should have gave us a size reference.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. What the fuck? My BNet, like, uninstalled itself? Whoa. Well, my BNet crashed last night after I was logging out of WoW.
And maybe it's just a first aid kit or something, you know? I don't know. I feel like if we can't find something that we want, I feel like we might be able to find a substitution like situation, you know?
Yeah. Like here's a pill bottle right here.
The big ass pill bottle.
Yeah. There's. Oh wait. Oh. No one told me that I was on the wrong scene. Thanks everyone who's watching.
Oh, the lag really gets me. I'm watching.
You're watching
like,
in
your
Discord.
Stream. Yeah, I'm watching in Discord, and then I'm watching your stream like on the sideline too.
I like
to,
looking at Big Chuck.
See
Oh
your
my.
cat.
My cat ran away. She's somewhere in the kitchen, I think. Oh, my arm is like really sore right here. Like right here. And I have no idea what I walked into to hurt my arm. But I must have like just walked into a wall. Like a script bottle. Yeah, here we go. Whoa, what's this? Oh, it's paper? Here's some chesty. Willies. More willies, I think. There was another, like, GTA props. It was, like, GTA-objects. Yeah, this one. This one has more up-to-date models. So hang on, let's see. So this one has, this has, like, more recent patches of props.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. I like the images on the other one better, which is usually why I go there first. But
yeah,
like,
I agree. They're a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, this is supposed to look like a punching bag, except they've got, like, the worst fucking screenshot of it.
Yeah, the worst angle possible.
Yeah. What are we even looking at? Iced prop pill bag. Whoa.
Oh my god, I love that. That's actually really cool.
Little oxy bag. Or, what?
Will you save that somewhere? Just put a picture of it somewhere for us, or like put it in the card. Just for my memory. I don't know if we'll use it now, but we might use it in the future. Thank you, sir.
Yep, no worries. These are VU pills, so these are little blue pills, I'm guessing? Oh. Molus. It looks like a V. This is apparently from the VU. Can't really get close enough to read it.
Tim, you broke the laptop? It's on fire? That's amazing.
Where?
On the table? Do you see it? Smoky.
Oh, wow.
I've never seen him do that before.
Yeah, I dropped this big ass pill on it and it fucking broke. It's fine. I mean, we can come back to the prop side. I don't think we have to be like super
Yeah.
worried about it. But okay, so we got saline. Let me continue to add the items. We'll just use the nil icon for it until I get around to. Wait, why do I have two versions of this card up? Oh, because this is for the other one. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I was looking at another card. Yeah. So, items at IV bag. Healing. Emergency nasal spray.
I feel like that card is so incomplete now because I didn't go through and do all the props, and like I've been trying to do that for the rest of them.
Uh, 100. Okay, nil. Okay. So we have emergency nasal spray. All right. Have fun. Newt's going to pick up drugs for us. Very nice of him. Okay. That's Arcan. We'll get items for this later. Like icons. Adrenaline shot. Throw mine in a Ziploc. Yeah, throw it in the Ziploc and just toss it on the ground. Do we call this an adrenaline shot or ephedrine? Or, oh, epinephrine. Yeah, because this is just an EpiPen. I'm going to call it epinephrine instead of an adrenaline shot. It's an EpiPen. You win. She like sits in such a spot where you really cannot really see her all that well. And all it. A little cutie. Her brother's asleep. He had a busy night. He was meowing all night, being very active and not sleeping at all, which is great. Olive is currently playing with one of the zip ties on the back of my other computer that I use to remember where the cables are if I ever have to unplug them.
My food's almost here. I'm literally hyped.
Nice. What'd you get?
I literally sent my brother for food like 2 hours ago, and I got biscuits and gravy because I wanted some breakfast, and now it's fucking noon.
It'll still be good though.
Yeah, it's still gonna be fire. I'm just getting hangry.
Look at little Olive. Maybe. A little chunk. She looks very chubby with this way I'm holding her. Kind of reminds me of that cat Penny from those TikToks I always post. That's a little babe.
Oh my god, your cat's so cute.
Yeah, she's got a little clipped ear too. Look on this ear here. Clipped. Flat. Versus a point one. She was a little feral rescue, and they were afraid that if she got out again, they didn't want to have to recapture her to see if she was fixed. Yeah. Her brother's over in the corner. He sits with his paws like fully out in front of him, like overlapping his paws.
It's adorable.
I don't know if I can take a picture of him. I'm gonna post it in Discord and show it on stream. Never find the answers till you set your old heart free. Until you set your old heart free. See what I mean? You're just sitting over there staring at me like, what are you doing, Dad? You weirdo? Yeah, so they sit in their cat carrier in the corner, and they treat this like it's a bed. Although he destroys it, hence the shredded shit he like claws at. Roomba cleans this up. Like Roomba drove yesterday. This thing is not gonna, it's not long for this world. They're gonna need a new crate soon. Yeah, they sit in there, they sleep. One at a time, of course, because Olive can't share. Alright, I've got another like hour-ish before I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna go grab some lunch with my folks. But we should have some of these items in at least, okay. We're gonna take this. Get some punctuation off. Activated charcoal. Stomach pump. Do you wanna look at emotes for stomach pumping?
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna do them right now on your stream?
I can, or if
are you wanting me to do it later? Yeah, like
we don't need it right this second, but it's still marked as TBD, so I think it'd be cool to get that at some point.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this Lives bottle is the bottle we want. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I can do that. I'm obviously, I work tonight, but I'm off tomorrow. So if you're cool, I'll probably work on some of that stuff tomorrow.
That's totally fine.
I'll get some of those props ironed out too. I like can't believe the state of that card. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I mean,
I was with the baby.
Well, and the thing too is like the drug effects had to be there too, like.
Right.
So we need it. Like it's hard to know exactly. I might also spend some time and fix the fucking water bottle emote. Because it's bad. It's so dumb. You guys, for those of you that are here, do you want to see a little bit of a teaser? I'll have a bit of a shroom. Whoa. Look at the color. It's so vivid. This is a small spoiler, but y'all are here. You're hanging out. You guys won't tell anyone, right? This is just our secret. Oh shit, we're tripping balls now. Getting to feel lethargic. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for people to be able to play some of this stuff and like experience it a bit. Okay, this is the tripping balls version because it's now everything's blown out. Everything's too bright. Ah. Oh yeah.
He says poof.
Yeah. New phone, who dis? I'm very thirsty. Is this Oxy? Prescription Oxy, okay. Oh wait, no, it's pink. There we go. Okay, that's what I need to do. Okay, yeah, so painkillers add some health back. Water straight to the dome. Straight to the neck hole. Oh yeah. Oh god, my head. We've exceeded the maximum dosage. Oh no. Yeah, how about that, eh? That's not too bad. 90-90. Yeah, we're not blacking out yet, but we're getting close. Yeah, so we got some cool stuff like that coming. This is very much like a there we go. Yeah, we got some good stuff coming. Okay, hang on. We can go back to... Oh, wait, hello. No value painkiller. Oh, it's a bug. reset that script as well. Once it deploys, so now if I take a painkiller, is it gonna wig out? No. We'll wait a few minutes to see if it does anything, because it's gonna take a second before this kicks in, because it's not. So it has, oh, actually it would just be 100 milliseconds. No error. Okay, we're good. I'm hoping that's the only one that errored, but we'll be able to keep testing. So this is the emote that we're supposed to use for the adrenaline shot. And I wonder if we put the syringe upside down.
There is an actual injection emote, and I don't know what it is, but there's it. Like in the game, I think GTA already does one. Like, I just don't know if we have it or not. Oh my god, I need this. I was eating and it's delicious and I'm so happy. And somehow it's still hot when it got here. Amazing.
I wonder if I Google just this prop name, if I can get. Get a script somewhere. Hey baby, what are you doing? Yeah, we might have to find like a medical script to see how they're doing that animation. The uncuff emote might not look at this emote for potentially the Ivy bag usage.
Okay. One more time for me. Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be like opening up like activated charcoal. That might not be a bad one. Okay. We could do the fucking stick up. Oh, we could do one of these. Like, look at this. Like, point down.
That's pretty good too.
So we could put a syringe in your hand and like, we just took your blood. Bam, bitch. We got your blood.
Yes, that would be perfect for that.
You could even use that for the adrenaline one too. Yeah. What's up? What's up, Watchtower? How you doing? Wait, syringes already in?
They are, yes.
Oh,
They are
Eric
in
already
the drugstores.
got it. Okay, cool. So I don't need to create that. FiveM. FiveM is a GTA 5 multiplayer like framework. So it's used for things like GTA RP. So we're working on a major version update to the roleplay server I work on, called NERP, New Era RP. Oh, it's New Era. Okay, it's none of those. There we go. But yeah, so we're working on a whole bunch of shit for EMS. I mean, there's more to it. There's a whole bunch of like illegal stuff. Running a custom framework. What do you mean? Like in terms of like not using something like QBus? We are QBus based, but at this point we're so far away from QBus. Considering I had to rewrite it, mostly like a bunch of fucking like 12-year-old Dutch boys that write all that shit. Morons. The shit's so bad. A lot of it's in Dutch or like, yeah, mostly it's Dutch I was translating shit from, honestly. Weird. Didn't realize the Netherlands were like the place to do 5M like art dev. You're a Dutch guy? Hey, you know what? No, I have no problem with Dutch people, but fuck me, can they not develop 5M? At least not the ones who are working on this shit. Because QBus is nasty. Like weird ass translations. From English to, or from Dutch to English. So like there's just like weird like, because they're probably using like something like Google Translate. But also, a lot of it is just also in Dutch. Like, it never got switched to English. So it's just, like, fucking Dutch. Okay. Where did I lose the item name? We're doing. We're gonna have metadata associated with a vial, so then we're gonna have blood vial. No English in those? Yeah, there's a Hungarian developer. We had bought some scripts from, which we don't really... Every time we do, I fucking regret buying something. We just made it. But we did it for roulette. Make the roulette tables work. And that shit's in Hungarian. And again, same thing, like written by someone who just... Their code was so bad to begin with. It's fucking scattered all over the place. Like humongous like run-on functions. Like running enormous functions in a continuous loop rather than going like event and function based. Like it's terrible. Let's see. Just to store small samples of blood. So we're going to store what does this date actually look like? I think this is stored in metadata. Fuck you, let me open this up. Okay, so it's stored here as metadata. So I wonder if... How did I just lose that? I hope you're buying stuff through Tebex. I mean, yeah, if we're buying stuff, I mean, we're buying it through.
The provider.
Yeah, we go to the source. We're not like buying like broken or cracked scripts. Like fuck that shit.
We can't. Yeah, we can't do any of that because.
We're we're gonna do the right thing. Also, secondly, but like I'm not gonna buy an encrypted script. Like encrypted scripts are annoying as fuck, and like we have a few of them. They're annoying as fuck to work with because the shit that they choose to encrypt is usually the stuff that doesn't work correctly and like we want to fix. So like a lot of servers seem to be like okay with just errors and shit breaking. That bugs the fuck out of me. Not just like the errors, but like the fact that I can't go in and correct things. Or make them more performant too. There's things that some of these servers do that just make no, like from a performance standpoint, they like write their script as if it's the only script that's operating on the client side or server side for that matter, and either pinging the database fucking constantly, or running in crazy loops, doing like a number of like, non-recommended functions. Like you shouldn't like things like getting player location or pinging the database for various metadata values. So yeah, like we're doing this when the player logs in, and that's it. So this is like on the update on a server login. We do this. So we ask the server to get cache data from the player. So we're not committing this to the database like constantly. We're letting the server cache. That's why good 5M is great and rare. Yeah, when there's like really good dev stuff, like it's super cool. And then there's a lot of like just dog shit out there.
Yeah, and from an admin standpoint, I don't know if they really care, but it's been really nice to have Chuck and Biggs working on stuff because they do, like, while we might look at other, like, scripts and stuff from other cities, a lot of times we're taking inspiration, and then, you know, Chuck is really good about just, like, literally just going and writing his own script and just being like, fuck it. And it's been really nice because we're able to make the server talk, you know, and able to make scripts work together and use each other, and it actually is like, you know, like an actual system, you know, instead of just bits and pieces of scripts put together to make something. So it's been a blessing, honestly. We're very, very lucky to have what we have. While we're a small team and it takes us a lot of time to produce the content that we want, like it's so nice to have developers that put quality and like functionality and performance like above some of the other, like just quickness, really, just like the you know, the copy pasta, you know, smacking stuff in there. It's been really nice for us, and the server is beautiful, so it speaks for itself. It really does.
Thanks, Nessa. Yeah, it's been like cool to work on a lot of this stuff. We have a lot of really cool shit, and then like Eric, I didn't close that file. Eric's worked on a lot of really cool custom stuff too for us. Like he's built a ton of like really great utilities to make things like interacting with Third Eye from the dev side way better.
All his custom UI is beautiful, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like his so amazing. I love it. Yeah, okay. Not info. I work a lot on ESX servers and got screwed over. Yeah. Every time I touch ESX, I delete it all and rewrite it. Every time I see a server that uses like native, like GTA UI, it just looks so dated. We have some that do. They're like really minor scripts that we just haven't spent any time redoing. Tattoos are a good example. So, Nessa, with these vials, your thought with these is that they could be used to tell what attributes the person has, like drug effect wise.
In some form or fashion, right? Like the vials should be able to like be donated to the database, right? Like it eats up the vial, but it will populate the database to like allow EMS to revisit that information, and whether it be blood type or character attributes, you know, things like that, it could, I guess, log it there. I guess that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about on how we would present this information to the player. Because I would like for them to be able to do a drug test, whether it be an item, right? Like we create a drug test, and you know, whether it's a pee in a cup or whatever the fuck we want to do, or if it's where they take the blood and they run it through the labs, and it just like allows them to see people have recently ingested alcohol, for example, or whatever information we want to populate. Which we have access to, you know, what they've ate recently or whatever, but. I think those are the basic things that I would like to see from the vial.
Okay. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll store a cache version of the player's drug effects, like their active drug effects, against the item. So we'll know how many alcohol, meth, coke, oxy, weed sticks, painkillers, and shrooms that they have on them. We can also track, if you want, the amount of hydration or dehydration that they have as well. So like give some of those stats in the blood. Do you want to do that?
Sorry, hit me with that one more time. I was typing in your stream. I'm so toxic.
So, like when you smoke weed, you get hungry and thirsty.
Uh-huh.
You want me to track that in the blood as well?
Do we think it'll be, I don't know if that'll be necessary. Just, I don't know if they'll be able to use, I guess like RP terms, they might be able to utilize that information.
Well, because that might,
like, I guess, yeah. So you're saying, oh, it could populate that they're dehydrated, or that they're, you know, malnutritioned or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually really like that, because that'll give them an excuse to use the IV bag if they want to. You know, obviously we can use it if we want to anyway, but like the script will tell the player, hey, you should use this, you know, treatment, basically. Or let them decide what treatment methods they want to do.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll include that as well in the stats. So I'll include both of those. So I'll actually just pass probably the entire player cache in, but only use part of it. It's great to have someone around that you can trust and build on. 5M devs are quite messed up 9 out of 10 times. Yeah. We've had people who have like offered to help, or I'll put in quotes, have joined the dev team and like have fucking done either nothing or hurt our city. So we had one guy who played a character in our city who ended up fucking up a lot of our city our car configurations. Like he offered to do that. He then went and started his own city. And when we got Tex on board and Tex started helping us, he was looking at it and going, yo, this fucking crackhead like fucked up all this shit. Like, Tex didn't say that. I'm saying it on behalf of Tex. But basically this like fucking crackhead fucked up all of our car like configurations, which explained a lot about why our cars were driving so bad. Eric and I are not like 5M people. Like we haven't done this forever. Eric's been doing it for a little over a year. Eric's been doing it for like 18 months. I've been doing it for almost like a year. Or a little over a year. I started like middle of August last year. But like the car side of things, EUP, like the actual clothing, like that's stuff that neither of us have a ton of experience with. So it's a lot of trial and error. Tex went full like head first, and he's a genius when it comes to cars in real life anyway. He just gets it. So Tex has gone through and fixed every fucking car in the game for us. And it's sitting ready to go. We're waiting for the relaunch. But he was working on that before we announced the relaunch.
It's gonna be so nice. Yeah, he's been working on that for a long time.
Mm-hmm. I love Mr. Booston.
I take a look at my enormous penis, and my troubles start melting away.
Hi, Emily.
I take a look at my enormous penis,
Hello.
and the happy times
miss
are coming to stay.
Here, I'll route the sound so you'll hear the stream sounds live, Nessa, if you really want. I think they'll come through. Let's see. Ooh, girl, you gotta hydrate. Oh, wait, hang on. I routed the wrong one through.
It's raining, Luke.
There you go.
Hallelujah, it's raining, Luke.
Okay. It's an M to the lead. Emily, Apples is in Discord. She is working today, but not yet.
Yeah, I got maybe a couple more minutes here. I can hang out. I gotta get squared away. I was leveling on WoW because I'm a fucking nerd. I had to get up a couple levels today, trying to catch up with Emily.
What a leaderboard.
Taking it.
Okay. Oops. Cool. There's blood vial. And we're going to have to store more data against that than we're going to. So we'll like... we did it, cuties. Did we win? We've got full wind in our sails, and the seas look clear. The crew of the Morning Star are headed to the fort. Check for any pirates and plunder fast. The seas are sweaty. After sailing south from Golden Sands Outpost, the crew had an easy fight for booty at Sailor's Knot stronghold. The crew sails away towards Plunder Valley, but only after forgetting to dig up the extra maps they found after completing the fort. What's a few forgotten gold coins to this crew? Nice. We did quite well on that. That's not too bad. So Emily, so we've got the saline drip, emergency nasal spray, ephedrine, which you call, I think Nessa called
Adrenaline shot.
an adrenaline shot, but I'm gonna call it an ephedrine shot, or epinephrine. Jesus, not ephedrine. That's for something else. Jesus Christ.
The fucking struggle.
Well, what were we doing the other day where I could not say the correct word? We were playing WoW. I kept saying the completely wrong word.
I remember, but I don't remember what word it was.
Yeah, I kept saying the completely wrong word for something. I'll do it again. As soon as we start doing something again in New Era or WoW, I'll start doing it again. Okay, so we got the blood vial. We're gonna be storing the full cached set of like details about the player there too, which should be pretty cool. Wait, am I storing their citizen ID in the cache too? I think I do, right? Wait, oh, I'm doing this on the server side, I think, right now. I am storing citizen ID. Where the fuck am I putting that in at? We're literally right at the first line of it. Got it. Okay, cool. Oh yeah. Okay, so we'll have the citizen ID. Okay, this is awesome. I'm really happy I'm putting all this shit in here. Okay. Also, I don't need this. This is dumb. Okay, so we're grabbing blood type, we're storing blood type, and civilian ID. Those are the two things we're going to need, because that's what we're going to show on the blood vials label.
Anything that would also...
So the citizen ID is like their... it's like your
Same
ID.
thing on their license, right?
Yeah. So one of the other things that I was thinking is we could pop up a menu to have them enter, like, put a first name, last name, enter like patient name.
I would love that. That would be like necessary, and I think it should be. I would almost love to see it up to the player to input that information from the patient, because I want the EMS to retrieve that information from them. You know, like have them vocally state their name, have them vocally state their last name, spell it. You know, get their birthday, any known allergies, anything like that would be really cute.
Yeah, the known allergies, I don't know if we'll put that on the blood itself,
yeah,
but like...
Right, but like, just getting them, that's just RP-wise, you know, I would just love to give them tips, I guess, in a dev way to like help them RP better.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
But yeah, I was gonna say, anything that you can think of too, because I know you've been on the law enforcement side of things. I guess what I don't want to really say. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just EMS stuff, really. But what I want at the end of the day is for this EMS system to actually accent the PD, right? And that's what it's kind of there for, is to help the PD to have like a resource through EMS to be able to utilize some of the information as a factual, resource that, like, they could use it in court, basically, for our Department of Justice. Anything, found through our EMS database, like, that's something they could provide in court, basically. So anything that you think of that the police utilize now that would be helped by this system, or could be information could be provided to the EMS that would help the police.
So we're gonna
like
capture their ID number automatically. Like, I'm just gonna capture it automatically, but their name and number. So like, they'll have to search for IDs, not by names. Which the police would have to have that from their ID card anyway. So if they don't have an ID, then the ID number doesn't really mean anything other than, like, you can start to track, like, blood down to the correct person kind of thing. We could also, I think that we have a DNA value as well. We could store that instead of the ID if we want. No, we're not storing DNA. Oh, DNA is stored as part of character info, I think, actually. No, it's not. Where? I swear to God, I've seen DNA. We don't have DNA. Shall we generate DNA? Nessa?
It hit me. My brother came in and talked to me at the same time. You said,
shall we
you asked the
create
question.
players' DNA?
Do
Do you want to store that instead of... So like what I was saying was, so right now I'm storing, along with the vial, I'm going to be storing, like what I was planning on doing was storing their citizen ID, which is like the ID number off their driver's license. But police don't really have, like police can look that up and get their real name. So if we don't want to show that from the blood vial, then we could instead show DNA, and instead police would have to bring someone and do a, we have blood from a scene, we have blood from this person, do they match?
Yes, that's exactly what that needs to happen. That's what I was just typing in chat. Like, it's gonna eventually play a factor into their, that's what it's there for, is for the police to be able to get that blood sample from the scene and actually have somewhere to go with it, and like take it back to EMS and be like, hey, will you run this against your database? Does it come up with any matches? And then that EMS, might be able to, obviously they'd have to get the proper documentation, the proper warrant from a chief justice in the city. But once they have enough information to seek that warrant, they could then take that blood sample to EMS, be like, okay, we're going to match this against your database, see what we come up with, and then it can be used, throughout the court. It'll help with case building for sure. So.
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it's starting to come back to me. It's been like, God, it's been, I don't even know, maybe a month or two since I've even looked at that card. Laxatives makes players shit. It's my favorite. Yeah, it's so nice to make these systems work together. I guess that's like really what we're doing, you know, because like you don't think about how many things EMS touches in reality. Like how many, it's kind of in between, you know, the criminal side and the PD side. Emily's dueling me. I don't know how to duel.
You're okay.
Fight me, Emily. Put your hands up. Do we RP it?
Oh. That's a big old wet one.
She farted. Should probably go wipe. God, disgusting.
Yeah, there's a little bit of butt mud that just came out there for sure. Let me pre-cool my car. I've got probably another like 5 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna start to wrap up the stream. But I want to get DNA in first, so.
That's awesome. This is gonna be so cool. I'm so excited, Chuck. I knew when I got you in like for the concept, like that you'd be able to like help me finish this up. So I'm excited. We're eliminating gray areas, one gray area at a fucking time, okay?
Oh yeah.
We've been live for 2 hours, Chuck.
I still don't know why it's not talking. Like it should speak. Ooh, girl, you gotta hydrate.
Ha! Oh my God, that was really
Fucking toxic. Who's making me hydrate? Nessa. Even more fucking toxic. Thanks a lot. Jeez. Okay.
fucking rude. You did me dirty. $500 gold too. God, stealing all my money. Oh my God, that's my picture. Get out of here. It's disgusting. I'm gonna go change my Twitch profile. I'll be right back.
Gonna save our lives. I found out it's not the love that's
It's a little spicy, Emily. Just a little spicy. Well, listen, I love you, Em. I love you, Chuck. I love everybody. But I gotta go to work, so lame. Yeah, it's stupid. Saturday we do the night cruise too, so I have to fucking work till like 11 tonight. And I'm just meditating. I love my job. I love my job. I love my job. It's gonna be okay. But thank you for all your work, Chuck. It looks great. I'm super excited. I can't wait to test some of this shit, yo. Like whenever you asked me last night, you're like, what are you super excited about? Like what I said, I am still super excited about that, but then I kind of forgot that we're doing this whole EMS thing, and I literally told Em whenever I was typing out, I was like, this makes me want to do EMS. Like, I would participate because it's going to give players a lot more tools to like do things in the city, and maybe we'll actually have EMS that want to be EMS.
Yeah.
Yay. I'll be twerking at work the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, Dr. New, I see I gotta note this. It is available. We are looking for a chief. So if we do have somebody that's interested in running it, obviously it's not required that you run it. You can still work for EMS and not run it, but we are seeking like a chief. And we're gonna gear up advertising and stuff like as we have more content to provide for players and actually show you in action like what this is gonna look like. And we'll start recruiting that way as well. So it'll be a lot of fun. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna get out of your stream.
Okay, bye.
Have a great day. We'll see you later if you're awake, but if not, I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. So that gives us the like, what are you doing for lunch? I'm going to see my folks. We're gonna go watch the Buffs game. I'll be there for as long as they aren't getting their asses kicked. But they lost pretty badly to Minnesota last year, so I'm imagining they're gonna get their ass kicked this year because I think they're worse this year than they were last year. CU it being. Oh, sorry, Elio. I didn't see you, buddy. Hi. Elio was asleep by my feet. I didn't realize it. Yeah, so I'll be grabbing some Namis. My car is cooling down. Beautiful, love that. No, is it? I can't tell. I don't know what my car's doing. Either take one car. Either way. Up. Here we guys.
Keep got locked in a
I don't need the working trees. Why does it keep showing me working trees? I don't care. Okay, so we got DNA. We're now generating this. Create DNA. Create DNA. Okay, cool. Ooh. We're not moving in items. Okay. There we go.
Sunday come around, lift me up again. Never too proud for a helping hand. I've been feeling down. Can you hear me now? Sunday come around, lift me up again. I'm never too proud for a helping hand. I've been feeling down. Can you hear me now?
I never put my phone case back on from last night, and the experience of using my phone is totally different. The way Apple intended. Exactly. Yeah. Well, this is the iPhone 14 Pro, everyone. Hello, welcome. The iPhone 14 Pro with its always-on display. So it goes to sleep, it does that. Like that. Cute. Love that. It's actually really cool. The pill is... honestly, like, it's pretty invisible, except when it's like an all-white screen like this. But it's really neat. Like here, I like have music playing. You can see like it's got the music like playing at the top of the screen. So like you can like hold it, or you just tap it. It takes you right to music. Kind of cool. I like it. I dig it. Yeah, it's very... This is the first time I've gone with a black phone in... Well, since they switched to the new, like, more square design, like the iPhone 12 Pro is when they did that, I think. Because the like, 11S and then the 11 and 10 were all... And 10S, I guess those were all, like, rounded sides. I was black on those, because it was just, like, a glass sandwich. But then they started doing cool colors. I think it was like green and then blue. Last year I had blue and now I have black. Should I have gone the purple lavender? Maybe. Black is kind of boring, I'll be honest. But I do like it. It is a very like dark black though. Like it's super dark. But I dig it. You can see what it's like with the, like this is like the Apple like magnetic case on the back too. Nice. But yeah. Well, with that, we've made some progress. We're gonna test out that DNA gets generated, which is exciting and all, except there's really not a whole lot to see other than we're just going to look at the database and see if my character has DNA. DNA deployed. We're going to reboot the server because this is actually, we changed the core QBus like character load sequence, so like we have to restart the whole server for this. But the way that it'll generate is sequence with some 3-digit number dash 5-digit number followed by a letter. So this is how we're going to generate DNA. Sequence dash 123 dash 12345 A, B, C, or D. So it's gonna seem like it's like this very like intentional like sequence ID, you know, when in reality it's just fucking RNG. It's like 2 sets of RNG. Cute. Yeah, it's a nice tone of black, like a truer black instead of like a dark charcoal. Yeah, it is. It is pretty dark. I'm just glad I'm getting text messages again. I wasn't getting any iMessages last night, so I didn't realize I wasn't getting them on my phone. But I was getting them to my iPad. That's the only reason I knew that I got a text is I woke up and there were like 5 texts on my iPad. Like, uh-oh. So I had to plug my phone into iTunes, and I think that's what fixed it this morning. It's just connecting it to iTunes, like, finished the activation. I don't really know. Okay, so now what we should expect to see. Here. Hey, DNA. We have sequence 118-40334D is my DNA. How's that, huh? What an ID. Okay, so now we have DNA. We already have blood types. I am, oh shit, I'm O positive. Oh wait, I need to be O negative. That's the good one, right? Let's look at the chart. O positive only receives O positive or O negative. Oh, so this is like the worst one to have. Got it. Cute. Love that. Cool. Darn, I almost got we're so close. We're so close to having a cool blood type. It turns out, nope, that's like the worst one to have. But okay, so we have blood types now, and it didn't error. Oh, cool. Sweet. Yeah, we're chilling. Okay, so when I come back, I'll stream again later. We'll start to build out the blood systems, but I'll need testers. I'll need like bodies to literally do it against, to make sure it's working as I'm working on it. But there's still stuff I can do without needing like extra people nearby. Yeah, I'm Body. Are you Bo Body? Anyway, well, thank you all for hanging out. It's been fun. We made some progress. So now I have like a much better sense of how we're gonna do the how we're gonna do drug testing, how we're gonna do DNA sampling. Now that we actually have DNA, I genuinely thought we had DNA already, so it's nice to know that now we do. What else? Oh, I want to say that we actually, now that I say that, I'm pretty sure DNA does exist. There's like blood splatter when you get shot, but I don't think it's called DNA in the database. Now that I'm saying that, I do remember DNA bags. So we'll have to update how DNA bags works that way. They use the same thing, but it's okay. We'll have to test that. Yeah, we're making progress. So my goal is to have most of the EMS utility done today, with bug testing and stuff tomorrow. Because I think I'd love to like get a little teaser video out for people who aren't in the stream, or they know that like we're doing stuff, like shit is underway. It's just the health rewrites and like the life support systems, like that was a lot. We ripped everything out of QBus, so QBus is doing fucking nothing now for that stuff. So it meant pulling it out of all of the scripts. It meant pulling it out of the core. But anyway, I love you guys' faces. I'll be back in a couple of hours. We'll get some more nerping in. Bye QBus, later losers. Exactly. Well, I love you guys' faces, and I will see you all in a few hours. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye bye. That's the new Babbage song, Phantom. Anyway, goodbye, everybody. Bye. Love your faces.